You understand English. When you listen to videos, podcasts, movies, or teachers, you know what they mean. You can follow conversations. You can read articles and messages. You nod your head and think, yes, I understand this. But when it's time to speak, your mind goes quiet. Your mouth feels slow. The words don't come out the way they sound in your head. And maybe you ask yourself, why can I understand English, but I can't speak it? Is something wrong with me? Am I bad at languages? If this feels familiar, I want you to relax for a moment because this problem is very common. And more importantly, it is not your fault. Today, I'm going to explain why this happens, what's really going on inside your brain, and how you can finally start turning understanding into speaking step by step without pressure and without fear. Let's begin with something very important. First, this is normal. Understanding English but not being able to speak it is not a weakness. It's actually a sign that your brain has already learned a lot. Think about a child. A child listens to their language for a long time before they ever speak. Months, sometimes years. They understand far more than they can say. No one looks at a 2-year-old and says, why can't you speak fluently yet? We understand that listening comes before speaking. But when adults learn English, we forget this. We expect instant speaking. We expect perfection. We expect ourselves to sound confident right away. That expectation creates pressure, and pressure blocks speech. So before we go any further, remember this. If you understand English, your foundation is already strong. The problem is not knowledge, a problem is activation. Now let's talk about the real reasons this happens. Reason number one, you learned English passively, not actively. Most people learn English like this. They listen, they read, they watch, but they don't use English with their voice. Your brain becomes very good at recognition. You recognize words, you recognize grammar, you recognize meaning. But speaking is not recognition. Speaking is production. It's like this. Understanding is seeing a bicycle. Speaking is riding the bicycle. You can watch videos about cycling for years. You can understand how it works. You can explain the theory. But until you get on the bike and wobble, fall, and try again, you won't ride smoothly. Many learners never give themselves permission to wobble. They wait to feel ready. But speaking doesn't come after confidence. Confidence comes after speaking. This leaves us to the next reason. Reason number two, your brain is translating too much. When you want to speak, something like this happens. You think of an idea in your native language, then you try to translate it into English. Then you try to check the grammar, then you worry about pronunciation. By the time you're ready to speak, the moment is gone. Conversation doesn't wait. Real English moves fast. Your brain is overloaded. This isn't because you're slow. It's because translation is heavy work. Our understanding English allows translation because you have time. Speaking requires speed. Imagine trying to run while carrying a heavy backpack. That backpack is translation. To speak more easily, English needs to become direct, not translated. Not, what is this in my language toward now English, but this thought exists in English. That doesn't happen automatically, it must be trained. Reason number three, you're afraid of making mistakes even if you don't admit it. Let's be honest for a moment. It's not just about English. It's about being seen. When you speak, people hear your level, they hear your accent, they hear your mistakes. And many learners feel something like, what if I sound stupid? What if they laugh? What if I say the wrong thing? So instead of speaking, you stay quiet. You listen. You understand. Silence feels safe, but silence also keeps you stuck. Here's something important to understand. Mistakes are not proof of failure. Mistakes are proof of use. You don't learn to speak by avoiding errors. You learn to speak by collecting them, one by one, and letting them disappear naturally over time. Fluency is not clean. Fluency is messy. Reason number 4, you practiced English in the wrong environment. Many people only practice English like this, in their head, in writing, in exercises, in tests. But speaking is a physical skill. Your mouth, tongue, lips, and breath must learn English too. If you don't train your speaking muscles, they stay weak. Imagine trying to play piano without ever touching the keys. Reading music won't move your fingers. Understanding English doesn't train your mouth, only sound does. This is why many learners feel like, I know what to say, but my mouth won't cooperate. That's not a mental problem. That's a muscle coordination problem. And the good news? Muscles can be trained. Reason number 5, you're trying to speak too perfectly. Many learners wait for the perfect sentence, perfect grammar, perfect word choice, perfect pronunciation. But real communication is not perfect. Native speakers pause, restart, change sentences, use simple words, make grammar mistakes when tired or emotional. But learners think they must sound like a textbook. That pressure freezes speech. Fluency grows from simple, imperfect sentences, not advanced ones. I go work yesterday. I don't know how say this. I need more time. These are not failures. They are stepping stones. So, what's actually happening? Let's summarize. If you understand English but can't speak it, your brain understands but your mouth is untrained. You recognize English but you don't produce it enough. You translate instead of thinking directly. Fear blocks your voice. Perfection slows your speech. This means one thing. You don't need more English. You need different practice. Now let's talk about how to fix this gently, realistically, and effectively. Step 1. Start speaking before you feel ready. This is the hardest step and also the most important. You will never feel fully ready. Speaking creates readiness, not the other way around. Start with very small speech, not conversations, not debates, not presentations, just sound. Say simple sentences out loud. I'm tired today. I don't like this weather. I need more time. Say them slowly, say them alone, say them without judgment. Your brain must learn. Speaking English is safe. Step 2. Train your mouth with repetition. Your mouth needs repetition, not explanation. Choose short English audio, 1 or 2 sentences. Listen, pause, repeat. Not loudly, not perfectly, just clearly. This builds automatic movement. Over time, words stop feeling foreign. They start feeling familiar. Familiar words come out faster. Step 3. Use English for small, real thoughts. Don't wait for big speaking moments. Use English for tiny moments. When you're alone, describe what you're doing, describe what you see, describe how you feel. I'm washing dishes. I feel bored. This coffee is too hot. This connects English to real life, not study time. Step 4. Allow ugly English. Give yourself permission to sound bad. Really, ugly English is growing English. If you stop every sentence to fix it, you stop speaking. Fluency comes first. Accuracy follows later. Children don't learn grammar first. They learn expression first. You can too. Step 5. Separate practice from performance practice. Is private, performance is public. Don't practice speaking only in front of people. Practice alone first. Record yourself. Talk to yourself. Repeat sentences. Then, slowly bring English into real situations. Confidence grows in safe spaces. A final truth you need to hear. You are not silent because you can't speak English. You are silent because no one taught you how to practice speaking safely. Understanding English means your brain is ready. Your voice just needs time, patience, and permission. So stop asking, why can't I speak? Start saying, I'm learning to speak 1 sentence at a time, because that's how fluency is built. Not in a classroom, not in perfection, but in small, brave moments of use. And if you keep going, even when it feels uncomfortable, speaking will come slowly, naturally. And one day, without you noticing, English will start coming out on its own. And that's when you'll realize you were never bad at English. You were just early in the speaking stage.